All right, so we're back with another recipe. This time, because everybody liked the baked oats recipe so much, instead of a loaf, we're going to make some donuts.
Can I ask you a quick question though before you get started here?
Sure.
Where'd you get this candle from? Gay R Us? What?
Allie got that.
Oh, gingerbread spice.
You like that? It's nice.
I mean, it probably is. Probably does smell.
It smells
really good.
It smells really good. I think she got it from Home Goods. Baked donuts.
Imagine Riley in the home goods section of TJ Maxx just shopping around like, oh, this is gonna look
Ooh,
great
nice little
on the
candle. Baked donuts. So first you have to make oat flour. I never buy oat flour. I don't know anybody who does buy oat flour other than Tim.
I fell for it once.
Yeah, he made oat flour. He bought oat flour. But to make oat flour, you just take your oatmeal and just blend it dry, and now you have oat flour. I use Bob's Red Mill gluten-free oats.
For the record, too, guys, just so everybody knows, this is how I would do. Like, if we're telling you guys to have, I was gonna say gluten. If we're telling you guys to have oatmeal in like your protein shake, I would always blend it like this first, dry, to be able to get it to. I don't know if you can visually see this here, Dale, but like get it to that really fine, dusty, like flour type consistency, and then put your protein in liquid and blend it up. To me, that's got a few different utilities though. Like you did it for the last one,
yeah.
So it's something you'll probably see us do a few times, but it definitely is something worth kind of bringing up and highlighting there because it does come a little bit better in terms of being able to cook with it, drink it, all that different stuff when you make it into a flour first.
Correct. So you're going to use 50 grams of oats. Just weigh the oats out dry right into the cup, then just blend it up. Then you're going to put it right into the bowl, the mixing bowl. Now with that, super easy. All you're going to do next is you could use a brown sugar. I had the brown sugar sweetener. It's not actual sugar, it's just a sweetener. You could use a regular sweetener. It doesn't matter. I just like brown sugar and cinnamon taste, so
I actually think the brown sugar one makes a difference. I love the brown sugar sweetener here, and I'm not a big stevia guy either.
Yeah.
But the brown sugar one makes a big difference, I think.
Yeah,
I like the
personally
brown
like
sugar
it
better.
The only thing with the brown sugar is that you guys should know if it gets a little old, it gets really clumpy. So you want to make sure it's not. Brown sugar is very sticky, unlike like a regular.
Granulated sugar.
Yeah, regular granulated sugar.
Which I'm no fucking Martha Stewart, but I think there's a reason why they recommend. I think that is the reason why they recommend brown sugar in a lot of baking recipes. So that actually might have. We need a baker to like comment, even though we don't have enough followers. Nobody's really gonna comment. But like, if we did, if we do have a baker watch, maybe they can comment on the reason why there's brown sugar in so many recipes. I think there's an actual reason for it, but I mean.
15 grams of the brown sugar or sweetener, whatever you're going to use. Then you're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. This is just a half teaspoon, so I'm putting 3 in. Quick math. Next, just a little bit of cinnamon.
That's a white people move.
Why cinnamon?
Yeah.
A little bit of, usually, it's like a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I just pour it in. I don't weigh it. The more vanilla, the better. Now for the wet ingredients, you're going to use just 2. It's going to be 1 egg that I have only 1 left, and 75 grams of Greek yogurt. I specifically like this Greek yogurt because it has no fat in it, no sugar, and it just tastes really good. It's like a thick taste. Or thick texture.
That's actually really good too for a flavored yogurt to only have 6 grams of carbs.
Yeah, no fats,
awesome.
no sugars. They have strawberry, they have vanilla, they have a lot of different flavors.
This is a good one.
I think Chobani's the best, personally.
Yeah. I like Dannon light and thick Greek yogurt, but listen, we'll let him live.
Yeah, but that one still has 1 gram of fat.
No.
I'm pretty sure it does.
No, 0. Dannon light and fat, 0.
Oh, well, it's not as good.
It's actually, I think it's higher in carbs. I think it's 8 grams of carbs, but I mean, that's negligible, but whatever.
75 grams of Greek yogurt. And then all you're gonna do is whisk it together and put it in the pan. You're not gonna have like a super liquidy texture. It's gonna be like a really thick texture. You just gotta make sure that there's no clumps. Make sure you scrape the sides. Get all the flour in. Now I'm no baker, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to whisk it that long because you make it like super airy and fluffy. It's not supposed to be whisked that long. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chef Tim.
No clue, no fucking clue. I'm a chef for all intents and purposes.
Not a baker.
I'm not a baker. There's a big difference, right? Riley looks like he'd be more of a baker. You know what I mean? Shy, timid, really like emotionally sensitive. Me though, I'm kind of more like that hardcore like guy that would have like a tattoo of the cleaver on him somewhere.
So you think I'm shy and timid?
I think you're a baker. You know, we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
You built like a baker.
Yeah, I don't want to off-put anybody. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna use the Pam because
Oh my God, he's going Pam. We remember this, right? The dude did not learn his lesson last time. I want everybody in any comment section. We're gonna chop this up. This is going on Instagram. It's going on Facebook. I'm gonna fucking send it to your mother. This is horrific.
lightly grease the pan.
Using Pam?
Lightly grease the pan with the Pam. Avocado spray doesn't spray. It's just like a stream.
Yeah, Pam never really killed anybody. Let's be real.
Pam is not that big of a deal.
You're like fisting entire things of ice cream every night. That's what makes you fat, not the little bit of Pam that you're using on a thing. That never gave anybody cancer. I'm sorry to say, but it didn't happen.
Tim just likes to just talk shit about anything that I do,
That's true.
just for fun.
100%.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He doesn't really care what I'm doing as long as he can make fun of it.
Wait until the holiday party after I had a couple drinks. Whew.
Oh, God.
That's another thing. Our clients better be drinking at this holiday party because I'm drinking. Last time nobody drank. Tim had 2 beers and left early because he was a baby.
I had 2 beers and I left early because I had to be up at 4 a.m. for a flight that left at 6 a.m. the next morning.
Anybody else just hear excuses? I just hear excuses.
And I'm pretty sure I was like, I woke up a little hungover.
No way. Off 2 beers?
I didn't have 2 beers. I had like 4, but I was still a little hungover. I don't drink.
The lightweight. I'll tell you what, Tim was not sober at Disney though.
No, definitely not sober.
All right, we're just gonna make 4. I think there's a little bit more to make 1 more, but I don't want to undercook one.
And that would be
Shut up,
one
Dale.
thing that I would say
Been on it.
is make sure they're all relatively the same amount. Like I would say maybe put a little bit more of this, because if you have one that's a little bit high, like, you know, heavier or lighter than the other in terms of the actual ingredients in there, obviously one will cook a little bit faster, the other ones will take a little bit longer to cook. So for an even cook, try to get that as even as possible. And then again, when it comes to the macros too, remember guys, you could add all this up. So if you're doing whatever, a half a cup of this, right? You're doing whatever it was. I don't remember the exact ingredients, so don't, you know, but a half a cup of the Greek yogurt, half a cup of this that you're blending, 1 whole egg, you know, that's real. And then I guess you'd want to measure this as well as a sweetener. No, yes,
15
this
grams.
you would, because this has it's the brown sugar version, so it does have
It
some
has
carbs. But again, that's super easy for you to be able to add up and then just divide by the amount of servings you have there. And then obviously you can enter that into Chronometer as a recipe for yourself, or food that you can grab easily when you're entering in your foods.
So we made 5 little donuts, and another trick that I learned, I think I saw it on TikTok, but when you don't have like a bag or a dough, what's it called? Like a frosting thing
Yeah, I
where
know
you
what you
can
mean,
squeeze the thing out and evenly distribute it. When you use a spoon, if you just shake the pan, genuinely, it literally flattens out into an even surface around, so there's no clumps.
You know what? As I brought up the whole tracking concept, is this supposed to be 1 serving?
Yeah, it's only 50
Yeah,
grams.
I was thinking about the fact that I only said 50, you know, half a cup of this, half a cup of that. Yeah, I guess that is 1 serving. That would mean-
I mean, if you had a bigger pan and you doubled or tripled the recipe, it's only 4 ingredients. You could prep them. I just made 1 serving because, again, they're small. They're like about this big. So
I'd be willing to bet that they're always better fresh than they are,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
later on anyway.
course.
So, but again, I was just saying that that's even more convenient, that it's only, you know, it's 1 serving per, and then I guess we'll see what he's doing here as far as the temp is concerned.
So you're gonna preheat the oven obviously for 350. Once the donuts are ready to go in the oven, you're gonna throw it in the oven. You're gonna do it for about 20 minutes, and then obviously check it, just because I found that
You don't
every
want it
oven
to overcook,
Yeah,
yeah.
every oven is different. So I do it for 20 minutes and then check. The recipe, I will say, does call for 15, but I've cooked them for 15 in my oven, and it's still a little undercooked, so it still needs to go for about 5 more minutes. So
So we'll pull it out at 15 and check, and then we'll go from there.
yeah, we'll just open it. Yeah.
All right.
All right, so after being done for 20 minutes, or cooking for 20 minutes, we're gonna take it out, see how it came out. Look at that. Perfect. I'm gonna place it on a little. So now what you typically would do after baking is you gotta let it settle. So what I would do is get a fork. Just make sure it's not stuck. Sometimes it sticks. Ripped a little bit. Flip them over.